Hi guys, I'm Vageesha and today I will be reviewing the film GULABO SITABO. In the pre-COVID days, every Friday evening I would go out to watch the new film that would have come out with my family. We'd go to the nearby movie hall, the multiplex or whatever, and we would watch the new releases every Friday evening without fail. And we'd enjoy popcorn, nachos, cold drinks, and we used to just kick off the weekend like that. And every Saturday I used to film a movie review. However, in the post-COVID world, now that the world, the new reality in which we are living, the new normal which we are forced into, all of that seems like a distant dream. It feels like it was ages ago when we used to do that. However, life does not stop. There is this famous quotation which says 3 things that I've learnt about life is that it goes on. So nothing has stopped. Movies are still releasing and we decided to give ourselves a movie experience at home. So yesterday was the day when Shujit Sarkar's film Gulabo Sitabo was released and we decided to watch it at home. So Gulabo Sitabo is the first film, the first Bollywood commercial mainstream film to release on an online platform which is Amazon Prime in this post-COVID world, which is why it's a movie that attracted a lot of attention, and I'm sure a lot of you were looking forward to this one, which is why I decided to review it for you. So we had that entire movie experience at home. We had all the snacks that we have outside, and we decided to watch it at the same time that we used to watch our movies in the cinema hall. So let me review this movie for you guys and tell you whether it's worth your time or not. So Gulabo Sitabo, if you've seen the trailers, is the story of an old man who's living in an older house and how much attached he is to that house and how his chemistry with his tenants, and the most prominent tenant being of course Banke, played by Ayushmann Khurrana, and the protagonist of course is played by Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh Bachchan plays the main character in the film of Mirza. I think maximum of the movie revolves around him. There are very few frames in which he's not in the center of the frame, and the movie is particularly all about him and his experiences. So Mirza lives in this huge haveli, which actually does not even belong to him. It belongs to his wife, who is almost 15-17 years his senior and is still alive. So he's just waiting, he's just counting days for her to die so that he can become the actual owner of this haveli. In this haveli are living several other families and they are paying like small rents like 30 rupees, 40, 50, 70 rupees, something like that, and they are constantly bickering with Mirza, and Mirza is one eccentric fellow who's constantly stealing their stuff because they are not giving rent on time. He's trying to steal off their stuff. He's also pawning off all the the heritage items in the haveli, like the chandeliers and furnitures. He's selling them off at prices like 1,000 and very very cheap prices. So it's like a whole drama of funny characters together in this one haveli, and the kind of stuff that they keep doing, which Shujit Sarkar hopes to kind of knit into this story. Apart from the people living inside the haveli, there are 2 other major characters in the film, one of an archaeologist and the other one of a lawyer, played by Vijay Raj and Brijendra Kala respectively. Both of them add to this entire mixture of madness in the movie. Now let me first tell you of the good things about the film. The good thing about this film is that it is full of metaphors. It has so many layers, it has so many multiple understanding layers that sometimes you are amazed also, and at the same time you are a little confused also. Another good thing about the film is of course all the performances of each of the actors, be it Amitabh Bachchan, Ayushmann Khurrana or Brijendra Kala or Vijay Raj. They are all doing like great jobs, with Amitabh Bachchan being like the king of the movie. He doesn't look at all like Amitabh Bachchan. He plays the role of Mirza with such finesse that you cannot even recognize a tiny bit of a superstar in him. However, now let's come to the bad points about the film. Like I said, the movie is very very multi-layered, which is to an extent it gets so confusing that sometimes you actually lose grip of what is happening. Especially in the first few scenes of the film, you're not able to make out what's actually going on here, and there are a lot of few small plot holes that start and then end nowhere, leaving you kind of wondering what is actually happening here. The problem is Gulabo Sitabo is like an onion. It has so many layers. The more you peel off, the more is revealed. However, onions don't really taste that well, right? I mean, they kind of make your eyes water. So there are problems in this film. It's not like a flawless film, but I still enjoyed it. You know, it's still a movie that has a lot to offer because all the characters are like real people. You don't find them like, you know, you don't find these characters like they are out of place. They are extraordinary, but they are real. They are funny, but they are still grounded. So I think the characterization is just beautiful. They are so funny. There are some moments that are truly, truly funny. But like, I still keep coming back to the but. If we compare this movie to Piku, it lacks that, you know, that magic that Piku had. Piku had this fine line of fun and yet thoughtfulness, which I think is lacking in Gulabo Sitabo. It's too much of heady story, too much of heady characters, but too little of fun in this film. It's not a fun film. To be honest, it's actually a pretty sad film because, you know, all the characters are like so selfish. All the characters are like, they're real people. I mean, real people are selfish, and they are just in this web of their own existence. They are just trying to run after that one thing which is so elusive that they do not even realize the value of what they actually have, which is exactly what real people do, which is exactly how real life is. But do you want to see it on a screen for 2 hours in a movie that's looking quite, you know, it's shot in dimly lit sequences and the characters are always dressed in dirty, shabby clothes. So it kind of feels like you're peeling an onion. In conclusion, I just have one thing to say, that I loved the characters in the films. I loved the characterization. But if these characters had come to me in a book, if they had come to me in words, not in visuals, you know, I would have probably liked them more. If I had read a book about an old man who stooped from the back, who has a nose that's really huge, and who does all these eccentric, funny things, I would have loved to conjure that image in my mind. You know, I would have loved to read a book on this story because the story is good, it's interesting, and it has so much to take away from. But somehow, visually, it's not that appealing. That is what my conclusion for Gulabo Sitabo is. In fact, to be honest, I could not even understand why it's called Gulabo Sitabo until my mom actually told me that it's a metaphor for the 2 puppets that are shown in the beginning of the film and in the end of the film. And hence the entire metaphor of how humans are just puppets in the hands of the makers and all of that. So there are more metaphors than you can even imagine. Still, if you want to go for like a movie that makes you think and makes you just test your intelligence, go for it. And in any case, since it is a pandemic time and a huge movie has released on Amazon Prime, I would suggest that you spend the 2 hours and watch it. For me, I would give Gulabo Sitabo 2.5 stars. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Do keep watching all my videos. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye bye and take care.